Women get bad husbands because they reject the good ones, and men get bad wives because they reject the good ones. You're welcome, viewers. Ansuma, Dasuba, Memomachi, Ekaro, Kolafia, Subahul Khair, Bonjour, good morning to you all, men and women. Today, we're going to page 2 of Lagos Weekend, which we started in our last episode. I showed it before, but for the sake of those who might have missed that, I show it again. Lagos Weekend. It's here. Oh, that's the back page. That's the back page. Back cover, rather. It's here. And you can see, like I said, the price is 1 naira. 1 naira. Many Nigerians don't know this, that 1 naira was useful. And I tell you, I was given a coupon to go and chop. Pardon me to use the word chop. Okay, yeah, I'm talking about Nigeria. To go and chop in a canteen in Nigeria. And you know, the coupon was 1 naira. Can you imagine? You could you could eat food with 1 naira. Not ordinary food, not ordinary Buka canteen food, proper food. Federal Mortgage Bank canteen, 1 naira. You eat and term it. Eat and term it and take some coke and whatnot for just 1 naira. The young Nigerians don't know that. All right, Namshi, let's go. So on page two, oh, it's only about fashion. Nothing but fashion. All right, here it is. Fashion, fashion, fashion. Hairstyles admired by the young. So these young boys might be very old people now. Maybe one or two of them are still alive. Now that there is internet, I don't think they will miss it. I don't know if their names are there. No, their names are not there. Fashion, fashion, fashion. Hairstyles admired by the young by Thomas Peretu. By Thomas Peretu. Peretu spelled Peretu. By Thomas Peretu. In a few weeks from now, the first ever barbing school would be established in Lagos. The school, to be known as Hairport Barbing Academy, is the baby of Mr. Kayode Yemi. Is the baby of Mr. Kayode Yemi Oladimeji of Hairport Barbing and Hairdressing Salon Akoka. When you say baby, that means initiator of the barbing school. Hairdressing Salon Akoka. Paragraph. If you're wondering, as I did before, why they need to set up barbing school, then you must listen to this. The proprietor, who is a guru of some sort, noted that there is more to barbing than acquisition of barbing skills. According to him, most of the barbers are in the country. According to him, most of the barbers in the country are not professionals. They came about barbering through trial and error, and by so doing, lack the professional skills required in the performance of their duties. They also lack the basic knowledge of hygiene. I love that point. They also lack the basic knowledge of hygiene, thereby aiding gross infectious. Pardon me, this is my mistake. Thereby aiding gross infections from one client to the other. Paragraph. With the establishment of the school, That's Mr. Olemeji still speaking. And so it's inverted commas, sorry. With the establishment of the school, Mr. Oledimeji said potential barbers will receive both theoretical and practical knowledge of hygiene, sterilization, and sanitation, their styles and professional ethics. Oh, sorry, hairstyle. Oh my God. It's not their styles. It's hairstyles. Hairstyles and professional ethics. Paragraph. Mr. Oledimeji, who is franchise holder from Airport International, Washington, D.C., USA, returned to the country late last year, where he had gone to participate in hair cutlery. In hair cutlery. Pardon me. Hair cutlery. So the cutlery is one word, but the cutlery is Cuttery. So hair cutlery show. I'm sorry, a hair cutlery show, and to attend a 3-month barbering workshop. Can I take that again? Mr. Oledimeji, who is franchise holder from Airport International, Washington, D.C., USA, returned to the country late last year, where he had gone to participate in hair cutlery show and to attend a 3-month barbering workshop. Full stop. At the end of it all, the proprietor bagged 2 awards for best hairstyle display. Paragraph. Today, Mr. Oladimeji shares some barbering tips with our readers. He is here going to discuss on different facial structures and hairstyles. Then paragraph. For the round face, the aim here is to slim the face. Don't wear too short or it will don't wear too short. Okay, I'm sorry. Don't wear hair too short or it will emphasize the fullness. Don't wear hair too short or it will emphasize the fullness. That's for the round face. Round face. An off-center part and some waves at eyes level will help give a less full appearance. I remember this paper. Okay. If a beard is worn, style it so that it will make face appear oval. Triangle face. We finished with round face. Yes, now we go to triangle face. I've said it before, man, we have different types of shapes. Most of the time it's rectangular. Okay, triangle face. The potential problems with this facial shape are over wide cheekbones and a very narrow chin. That's triangular. That's my kind. I don't know if you guys can tell whether my chin is narrow or not. And a very narrow chin. I don't think mine is too narrow. Okay. Keep the hair close to the crown and temples and longer, fuller in the back to disemphasize these points. A full beard would also help fill out the narrow jaw. That's when your jaw is narrow. Paragraph. Square face. We finished with round face, triangular face. We are now going to square face. That's human being. Okay, we're now going to square face. Of course, I fall into this category, I believe. Square face. To minimize the angular features of the square face, of the square facial type at the forehead. Use wavy bangs. Use wavy bangs that blend into the temples. This can often this can often this can often the square forehead. Oh, I'm sorry. It's not often. It's often. I'm sorry, viewers. Uh, this is my own fault. I carry it. Uh, this can soften the square forehead and draw attention to your strong masculine jaw. Full stop. Style beard to slenderize the face. Style beard to slenderize the face. I thought these kinds of things were reserved for the women. I don't know why men should be bothered about all these things. Anyway, okay. Uh, slenderize the face. Paragraph. Pear face. Different faces. Pear face. We now go to pear face. The shape is narrow at the top and wide at the bottom. The face, pear face. The shape is narrow at the top and wide at the bottom. I don't know if such faces exist. Okay. Uh, you need volume and fullness at the crown and temples for a balance. A short, full style is best, ending to longer than just above the jawline. If a beard is worn, it should be styled to slenderize the lower jaw. Paragraph. Oblong face. When will we finish all these shapes of the face? Okay, oblong face. The long face needs to be shortened. The long face needs to be shortened. Comma. Angularity. Angularity hidden. Angularity hidden. That's angularity hidden. You know what angularity is? How the spelling of angularity? ANGULARITE. Angularity. Angularity hidden. The hairline never exposed. The hairline never exposed. Full stop. Next sentence. Blown bangs can do it all at the same time. Full stop. A layered cut is best. A mustache will help to shorten the appearance of a long face. Remember, this writing was of 1990. These days, all these things may not be necessary because we have a lot of machines in the barber's shop. Okay. A mustache will help to shorten the appearance of a long face. Hey, we are now going to diamond face. Did I read oblong face right? I think so. Okay, let me repeat it. Oblong face. The long face needs to be shortened. Angularity hidden. The hairline never exposed. Full stop. Brown bangs can do it all the same time. All at the same time. A layered cut is best. A mustache will help to shorten the appearance of a long face. We now go to diamond face. The idea, I never knew these words existed. Even though I read this paper a long time ago, I think I've forgotten about it. I did read it anyway. Diamond face. The idea here is to fill out your face at the temples and chin and keep hair close to the head at the widest point. Full stop. New sentence. Deep, full bangs will give a beard appearance to the forehead and a one length cut in the back will add width. paragraph. Turned up nose. Hey, how can the nose be turned up? Hmm? Turned up nose. Comb the hair down over the forehead and comb the hair back at the sides. You see, down and back at the sides. You see, and back at the sides. Okay, okay, okay. And back at the sides. Then long neck. Haba, that's giraffe neck. Pardon me. Long neck. Hmm? Leave the hair full or longer on the neck to minimize the length of the neck. Long neck. Leave the hair full or longer at the neck to minimize the length of the neck. Okay. Then short neck. Uh-huh. Short neck, that's tortoise neck or toad neck, if they have it at all. Short neck. Leave the neck exposed to create length to the neck. Short neck. Leave the neck exposed to create length to the neck. So I'll show the pictures once more. You see pics 1, pics 2, pics 3, pics 4. Pictures 1 to 4. I think we can continue to page 3. Even if we don't finish it, we will get somewhere. Unfortunately, it's turned to, so we'll go back to Guess Dream by Omo Salore. Dreams by Omo Salore. In other words, how to interpret dreams. You dream about something, how do you interpret it? Let's go on. Guest in my house. Dear Omo Saloro, dear Omo Soloro, peace be with you. Please kindly allow me a space in your widely read newspaper, Lagos Weekend, to explain to you the two important dreams I had recently. I admire the manner you find possible cure to people's problems by dream interpretation. Bravo to you for a job well done. I dreamt recently that first I saw my girlfriend's father driving his car towards my house, but unfortunately he missed his way to my house. So luckily he met me on the express road. When I stopped him, he could not stop and pretended as if he did not know me. In the same process, nobody was inside the car when I left the man on the express road. I went to my house. I saw the man inside my house with all his children waiting my arrival. Okay, this place is done. Let's see. Remember that he neither talked to. I can't read anything from it. Look, I can't read anything from it. So let's see. Let's see. Some good ideas about how extra saving can be made without lowering your living standard. The interpretation concerns money and savings. Sorry, we can't get it. Okay. Standard. Remember that he remember that he would never talk to you. No. Okay. Your living standard. Leave my house without making a speech. Please, Omo Salore. Please, Omo Salore. kindly interpret the actual meaning of the dream because this particular man was an old man for which whatever may happen, I don't know. Second, December 11, 1989. Second, Second, on December 11, 1989, I dreamt of some visitors who came to my house. Full stop. The guests were all four in number and dash three men and one lady. I was sleeping when they came and woke me up. I entertained them as usual. The lady who accomplished these men to my house was fair in complexion, stout, with a black handbag to match. Well, it never goes. The sentence, that's the how the sentence goes. They will never say to mismatch. They say to match. Not a black handbag to mismatch. I've never heard it, but always to match. Okay, I think this is the answer. Oni Okon Eto. Oni Ekon Oto. That was the writer. Eni Okon Oto. That is the writer. Dear Eni, try to pray for your father-in-law. I see. My mind is coming back to the story. You can even fast for 3 days for him. You need to pray for a relation, for happiness. You also need to pray in order to be contented. That's all. That's all. We go to the second dreamer. Go to the second dreamer. I attended party in church. I attended party in church. Dear Omosalori, dear Omosaloro, I am a regular reader of your column and would appreciate your effort in analyzing this dream, which has been causing me sleepless nights. I dreamt that I attended a party which appeared to have taken place in a church. At the end of the party, I came out with the intention of joining a bus, but, but instead found myself joining a boat at the shore of a mighty ocean. There was only the driver and a passenger in the boat. Hoping that other people would enter the boat, I jumped into the boat for the journey. However, to my greatest surprise, the boat did not wait for other passengers but sped off. Immediately I entered it. And immediately I entered it, into brackets, the boat. Frightening, isn't it? Okay. The speed of the engine on the mighty ocean was so great that I thought within myself, in bracket commas, in the dream, I thought within myself that I was going to die in the boat mishap. That was imminent. Paragraph. To the glory of God, however, the boat eventually arrived safely at the other end, safely at the other end of the ocean, at the other end of the ocean, which was my destination. I disembarked and gave 2 naira to the driver, who returned 50 kobo to me as change. I tried to buy, paragraph, I tried to buy with the 50 kobo change, but, to buy what? Okay, let me read what I see. I tried to buy with the 50 kobo change, but the vendor rejected the money, claiming that it was too rags to be taken. Oh, Adeyemi. Oh, Adeyemi. Okay. Answer. Dear Adeyemi, you are likely to be afflicted with a serious illness in the light of this, in the serious illness, full stop. In the light of this, pray for deliverance from wicked people. Oh, that's all the answer. That's all the answer. Try to pray for deliverance from wicked people. We go to third dreamer, the third dreamer. Dear Omosaluru, dear Omosaluru, I dreamt that I was in London with my brothers. I always sneaked. I always sneaked in there through an opening in a sea, which did not take more than 5 seconds. Kai. All right, which did not take more than 5 seconds. When we got there, my senior brother took us out to buy some Nigerian dishes. And after searching for two places in vain, we got a place where we bought akara and pap. Akara is called kusi in Ghana or by the houses, either in Ghana or Hausa. But the Yoruba say akara. Uh, somebody bought akara. Somebody's briefcase got opened, and what fell down was akara kusi, and people were laughing. I said, "Why do you laugh?" He's bought his food. He hasn't got anywhere to put it, and he's put it in his briefcase. So what about if it didn't open? You know? So I remember that akara. Okay. Uh, the third dreamer, where we bought akara and pap. Okay. On our way back, I did not see any white person except blacks, and most people we met spoke Yoruba, and on the signboard of which store on the street was London. and on the signboard and on the signboard of each store on the street was London. Oh, but, okay, you go. The writer is you go. Then Omo Salore gives his answer here. Omo Saloro gives his answer here. Evil people are very much after you. If care is not taken, you may not be successful in your life. But this is frightening interpretation. Sometimes we interpret these dreams as if God is not there, as if we have no guardian gods and guardian angels. Okay, anyway, and his answers are always short and concise. Evil people are very much after you. If care is not taken, you may not be successful in your life. Successful in life, what does it mean? You go through hard times, ups and downs. Since I was begging for food to eat at the time because of mankind's wickedness. We'll get to that later. Okay. If care is not taken, you may not be successful in your life. Okay. We go to fourth dreamer. Dear Omosaluru, I always dream, but unfortunately, I hardly remember any of the dreams when I wake up. This has continued for quite a long time now. And if at all I remember, as it happens occasionally, it will not be clear. Nobody's dreams are ever clear. Okay, let me say that. Dreams are usually not clear. Even Pharaoh of Egypt of the 1500s couldn't interpret his dream until Joseph came with God's help to interpret them for him. Okay. Occasionally it will not be clear. I now write to implore you to help me, to help with what I can do to always remember my dreams. I am a Gemini born May 26, 1961. So 1961, that was, and 1961 to 1990, that is about 28 years, am I right? 71, 81, 91, yeah, 28, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, enclosed here with is a stamped self-addressed envelope for your reply. She's very serious, or he was very serious. Your earliest response will be highly appreciated. Then the answer, Ademola, oh sorry, the writer is Ademola Adegbie. Ademola Adegbie. Dear Ademola, hey, another concise answer. Huh? Dear Ademola, you need to read Psalms 19, 21, and 31 before you sleep every day, and you will start to remember your dreams. That's all. Simple. Simple. Okay, we go to the next dreamer. That's dreamer 5, I suppose. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's dreamer 5. The fifth person to give his dream or to question about his dream. Dear Omo Saloro, Dear Omo Saloro, Dear Omo Saloro, comma, I'll be grateful if you explain my dream, which goes thus. On one fateful night, I was in a dream. On one fateful night, I was in a dream of how I was engaged in misunderstanding with my mother and elder sister over my proposed marriage to a loved one. They are against the marriage because the girl was my senior and that he would control me and that she would control me, and that she would control me. Later, comma, this my wife to be surfaced and asked me whether I and her should build a house or buy a Volkswagen car or fridge first. To buy a house or buy a Volkswagen car or fridge first. Then I woke up. Dear Ezekiel, and I suppose that's the writer, the name is not there, but here it is there. Dear Ezekiel, your wife to be will make a good housewife, but your people will not allow you to get married to her. Please pray for a happy married life. That's family ties. Sometimes you don't know whether you should have a family or not have a family. You have a family who are rather your enemies because of misunderstanding and greed, because of greed and misunderstanding. We've finished with the dream column. We're now going to birthday chart. And who is the writer? By Ade Jasmoor. By Ade Jasmoor. Birthday chart. Then under it we have a cartoon. I wonder if we can go to it. So birthday chart. And then a cartoon under. Okay, birthday chart. This paper is folded here. It's not very good. All the birthday celebrants, all the birthday celebrants of this week have words, concepts, ideas, communication, and abstract thinking as the terrain. Thus, pardon me, as the terrain, as the terrain. Uh, Thus, in simple words, you can be regarded as an intellectual character. Even those of you who are not literate in orthodox sense never fails. Where is it, Captain? Okay, let me read what I see. Never fails to exhibit this intellectual tendency. Full stop. Beyond merely experiencing what most people feel is inverted commas, what most people feel about certain things, comma, Aquarius is capable of thinking about or rationalizing some. Generally, original in thought, most of you are quite good with words, color, languages, and beauty aesthetical and beauty aesthetics. Aesthetics is in inverted commas and is spelled ESTHETICS. As those constitute your primary means of communication. What's the title? Birthday chart. Your primary means of communication. Paragraph. Your ruling planet is basically Uranus, while Saturn also has a tangent influence. Full stop. The implication of this is that your desire for independence, initiation, innovation, and Libra crave for universal peace and brotherhood are quite remarkable. Who is the writer of this? He was called by Ade Jasmo. Ade Jasmo. Okay, I think I called the name. Ade Jasmo. So, birthday chart. He wrote birthday chart of Lagos Weekend 1990. Okay. Most of you also have a very strong moral streak, i.e., compunction, spelled COMPUNCTION, moral streak compunction. Full stop. You find yourself occasionally bringing issues before the moral court. Indeed, it is members of your group that popularized the notion that this nation, our society, into brackets, is capable of making beasts out of human beings because of the great, into brackets, because of the great, sometimes impossible, brackets open. So because of great demands, it makes on one's conscience. This usually happens when you find yourself having to choose between a survival contraption and your standard conscience. Paragraph. Chief Adeniran Ogunsanya. I was in a street in Lagos called Adeniran Ogunsanya Street. Yes, biomedics. 65 Adeniran Ogunsanya Street. Okay. Chief Adeniran Ogunsanya, a colorful politician and lawyer, born 31st January 1918. I think it's the same But is this Ogusanya, Adeniran Ogusanya that is named, that the street was named after? Mm, okay. Chief Adeniran Ogusanya, a colorful politician and lawyer, born 31st January 1918. Professor Bolande Aleke Awe, a historian and a director, Institute of African Studies, University of Ibadan, born 28th January 1933. Late Sir Danley Arthur Alexander, a notable, a notable jurist and former Chief Justice of the Federation inverted comma, born 28th January 1920. Okay. Then Dr. Brackets, Dr. Mrs. Doyinshola Abiola, Managing Director, Concord Press, and Chief Kola Balogun, a lawyer and politician born 26 January 1926, are some of the people whose birthdays come up this week and next. This week and next. 5th January. February. January. This is the January paper, January 26th. January paper. Okay. Next week to come up, birthdays come up this week and next. Okay. There is also an amiable streak in our guests of this week because they talk a lot, comma, unsubstantiated. They talk a lot. Unsubstantiated declarations do escape from their lips. Unsubstantiated declarations do escape from their lips. They are given to many unpredictable things. They are given to many unpredictable things, sometimes at the wrong time. Sometimes at the wrong time, full stop. Of course, they hold their tongues immediately they realize it. Okay. Paragraph. Being constantly busy himself, into brackets, at least mentally. Okay, let me read it without the brackets now. Being constantly busy himself, our birthday celebrants do not like people who would always come for instruction. Who would always come for instruction. They contact. Sorry, they cannot stand. They cannot stand a fool nor a dull mind. They cannot stand a fool or a dull mind. Aquarius. Aquarius is a sign of reformist. This is why he is always wanting to set changes right. One may find people of odd behavior in the office or workplace. He is usually using them to steady his own character. He wants to succeed at all costs, even though he has an erratic working system. Okay. Those of you who have clocked 40 should take things easy to avoid the heart problems. To avoid those of you who have clocked 40 should take things easy to avoid a heart problem. Sight organ. Sight organ is another area you are likely to suffer some problem, like I'm doing now. Avoid avoid stimulants if you can, so as to be able to live longer or to live longer. No, it's not longer. It's so that you'll be able to live long. Last paragraph. Spouses who have partners whose birthday comes up this week should learn how to give his or her partner a long rope. Otherwise, the atmosphere may be so choking that our Aquarian lover may want to opt out. So, but it is okay. Aquarius. What is the Aquarius is here? I've forgotten the month. Aquarius may be February or soon. I can't tell. Okay. Okay. Then we come to a cartoon, Rasta. Mm-hmm. In Nigeria, I like their cartoons. We'll get to interesting cartoons. Eh? Okay, this is it. The cartoon. Chief priest say him use weed develop. Da, 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 da. Chief priest say him use weed develop da, 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 five senses, but that's a lie. So this one has completed it for here. Then the sentence is completed here. The sentence starts here and completes here. Mm. That to develop five senses, but that's a lie. Him only use weed to develop. He only use weed to develop. Sorry, the sentence starts here and ends here. Chief priest say him use weed develop five senses, but that's a lie. Him only use weed to develop. What does that mean? Weed. Hmm? Then basket mouth sense. It's written here. Basket mouth sense. I don't know whether they are different personalities or the same. Okay. In brief, members of Hacks members of Hacks Club of Nigeria will celebrate their New Year's party tomorrow, 2 p.m. at First Abdul Atta Road, University of Lagos, Akoka residence of Dr. Chief T.A. Ogunmuyiwa, chairman of the club. The name is members of Haggis. Haggis, okay. Haggis Club is a social cultural association comprising some Nigerians who at one time or the other passed through the city of Glasgow, England, and its environs in pursuit of academic laurels like Dr. Maji Kodumi, like Dr. Maji Kodumi of Ojo Kodumi of Odo Ona Lodge, full stop. Dr. Henry Dobeti, Major General Henry Adilope, retired. Professor Ayo Banjo, VC, University of Ibadan. Professor K. Humponi, Professor K. Humponi, Professor K. Humponu Wusu, Dr. M.O. Odunwole, Engineer Ogundiye, into brackets, formerly the Lagos City Council, brackets close. Then Mr. Tunde Humpona Wusu, then Mr. Tunde Humpona Wusu, and others. So Dr. Humpana and also Mr. Humpana and others. Then Emure Ekite Egbe Omo Emure Ekiti Egbe Omo Emure Ekiti Lagos branch will hold its monthly general meeting on Sunday at Tunji Tope Hotel, Tope Close of Alafia Street, Mushin at 2 p.m. I stayed at Mushin before, right? Mushin bus stop. Right there's a bus stop there, there's a story building. I was staying upstairs from Oshodi coming to Mushin, get to Mushin bus stop. There's a story building on the right behind the bus stop. I was on top there with Dr. Phillips, if he's alive. Dr. Phillips, I salute you and send my regards to you. Then Thomas is in Kumasi here right now. We met last 2 or 3 weeks ago, but he's too busy. He doesn't answer my phone calls. So if you see birthday chat, it came after the Taurus, your stars. The stars are here. I can't read them because it's not necessary. Dears, we shall end here. Thank you very much. Ila Likai, Baba, may God bless you all.